25 of the Blender character modeling tutorial series for the beginners. So in this one, we're going to build out the thumb, all right? And what we want to do is select these faces, just shift select all these faces and then delete them. Just delete these faces, okay? So we have a hole here. And from this hole, we're going to build out our thumb. I have screencast keys selected. Está bien. Now, I'm going to select the edge loop with shift select, no, with alt click, and there's my edge loop. Now, I want a grid fill. We've talked about grid fill. You can come up here and go face grid fill. All right, that's pretty. We don't want that though. I think we want 1, 2, and 1. There we go. That's what we want. And then this is the geometry that we will use to build out our hand. So now that we have that, let's go to normal and 3D curve we got right here. Okay, what do we want to do here? I want to smooth this out a little bit. Okay. Okay, this is essentially the base of the thumb, and you can see it right here, like that. And then let us extrude out from that. And look, our thumb just a monster of a thumb. Okay, which is obviously way too big, but that's fine. We've got our base down here, which is great. Let's scale. Hey, now we don't want that. We want to go from active element. So let's scale this in like that. Great. Bring this over like that. Kind of rotate. Here, let's smooth this out a little bit. Like that. And then let's scale it in like that. And you can see very quickly we have some thumb action. We got the base of our thumb here, and then this is just the first knuckle. Okay, so this is with a subdivision surface modifier on, and sometimes this can deceive us because this looks smooth, but the geometry is not moving like something that is smooth. Okay, so and this is why we don't mess with subdivision surface modifiers that often. We're not going to remove the modifier, but we are going to just get rid of its effect, and we can see that this is in fact not smooth. So let's bring this back, smooth that out. Okay, now we can start to move how we want it to move. And we want to rotate this around. Also, why don't we hit edit circle? Let's circle the heck out of that. And then bring this over. All I'm doing is grabbing it with G right there. Okay, not bad. From here, bring this up a little bit. And then we'll extrude out to get that third and final piece. We'll bring it up. We'll rotate it around. We'll scale it in. And thumb. Oh, we've got some overlapping geometry right here. We don't like that at all. Overlapping geometry. What does overlapping geometry cause, class? Cancer, that's right, cancer. So let's bring that up. Wish it was, let me try making that into a circle. Okay, cleans it up a scotch of a bit. Let me scale this a little bit. Bring that up. There, okay. A little cleaner. Oh, you know what we want to do? I want to rotate. Let me select this. Rotate that just to kind of straighten that out. And then this is not straightened as well. We do want this to be, let me rotate. Oh, mea culpa, I don't have the whole thing selected. Shift Alt. Shift. There we go. And let me rotate like that. Okay, this might be foobar, in which case delete them all and do it again. Okay. Edge select, Alt, Edge, Face, Grid Fill. And what do we have? 2 and 1. Okay. Quads. There we go. Way cleaner than what it just was. So do not ever be afraid to start over again and make it how you need to make it. So let me just click in here. Go to wireframe. That knuckle is about on par with that. It's a little bit further back, but that's okay. You know what? Okay, let's bring this out here. Let's alt-click around that, bring this out here, and then let's add some more geometry. Let's add one here and scale out a little bit to thicken that up. And then let's add another loop cut here, okay? Throw that into solid mode. And now we have the ability to build out a thumb. I need to raise these up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Let me just go G. Yeah, raise those right up. Yeah, we'll smooth that out. And then let me bring these down and back. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Starting to take form. Thumbs are wild. Are they the hardest part of the body? They might be the hardest part of the body to sculpt. So it's like if you get through this, you can do literally anything. Thumbs are just a weird part of the body, and they take time because they just look a little bit different and act a little bit different. This is a little bit too fat, so I'm going to scale this in a teeny bit. Okay. Like that, not bad. I think I'm going to add another edge loop right there. Okay, now what we have to do, the extra skin. So let's go here and here and here and here. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's bevel this. Like that. Okay, and then same rules apply, right? We got to get rid of this. And we're going to go merge at last. And then we got to get rid of this. And we want to go merge at last. We want to get rid of this. So we go merge at last. And we want to get rid of this. So we go merge at last. Okay, now we need to add a little more geometry in here. Remember we had 2 last time? So let's go loop cut. And because the geometry doesn't go all the way around the model, neither does the loop cut. It just goes here, which is great. It's exactly what we wanted. And then we want another one here, which is great. It's exactly what we wanted. Now, just like we did with the other ones, let's add loop cuts around the top and bottom of both knuckles, like so. And that, I think that's all she wrote. We can smooth this back a little bit. Let me pull this back real quick. Let me see what smooth looks like here. There we go. I want to smooth that in. And then I want to take just the bottom. We'll do these bottom 3 right here. And let's pull these back and down. You know what? Let's do 4, 5. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Nice. Let's save our work. Control S. All right, let's jump over into sculpt mode and sculpt this out, right? Let's just smooth everything out, all right? We got it to a point where we like it. Now we just want it to be smooth. Just be smooth, you guys. Is it too much to ask to just be smooth? That's it. That's all we're looking for. What do you want? We want smooth. Okay. Oh, and if you over smooth it, see I indented that a little too much. Well, we just inflate it back up. Okay. This is old hat by now. So we got solid geometry on the hand, based off of Kreuter. And now let's attach this back to, I think, at long last, this is ready to attach to the body. So we come up here, body. I'm going to bring this back, all right? So here's our body. Great. Great, looking sharp. Then our hands out here. And what we're going to do is we're going to delete. We're going to wireframe mode 7. Select all these. Select all these right here. And go to face select. There we go. And delete these guys. So we're going to go X, delete faces. Okay. And we have our arm here. Now before we, a couple of stragglers. There we go. Now, and we're probably going to need to, yeah, we can increase this size a little bit. It's okay. So if we go to hand, select all of our hand, scale it up a tiny bit. Okay, great. Let's bring it over. About here. Okay. And that looks more, yeah, that looks a bit more proportional to the body. It was a little tinier. And with the body selected in object mode, okay, this red-orange doesn't really do much for you. You need this type of, this yellow-orange, okay? So now we have selected the body in object mode, and now we're going to kick over into edit mode. Now we want to select this edge loop, and we're actually going to rotate, okay? And you can click 7, numpad 7 to see this, and you want to rotate along the Z. You want to rotate on the Z, and it actually, well, you don't want just this section here. So you know what we do want? I'm going to escape out of that, turn proportional editing on, zoom out a little bit, select this again. There we go. And now when I rotate on the Z axis, let me make this a little bit bigger. So this all comes to rotate, okay? And what this represents is the natural curvature of the forearm. Like when you put your arm out, when you extend your arm, you can actually feel your arm start to turn a little bit, like a bullet exiting a chamber, you know, kind of spirals, okay? So just enough, not too much, but you know, just enough, just a little bit. So we were where? We were here. Okay, so let's R to rotate along the Z axis, and just a little bit of a rotation. Like that. Okay? Just bring this to scale that a tiny bit. We'll scale that a little bit more. There we go. So we're going to turn off proportional editing and go scale S on the Z axis at 0 to get that nice clean edge. And then we want to get the same thing here. So let's select our hand in object mode come back to our hand. Now let's go into object mode and bridge these two worlds. Okay, so we have our hand object selected. Let us shift click our body, and then we're just going to go Control J. And did you see that right there? It went from this turned from dark red orange, like blood orange, to this kind of Gatorade citrus cooler orange. And here, I'm going to Control Z just one more time so you can see it. Look right here. Two separate objects. Okay. I have them both selected. I'm going to join them into one object with Control J. Now everything's this beautiful color of citrus cooler, and the hand object disappeared. It's only now the body, which we should really just call base mesh. Okay, just not base mesh, base mesh. Okay, cool. All right, and now we can connect our hand. So in wireframe mode, let's select this object in edit mode. Now let's kick over into wireframe and select everything. Just bring this down a tiny little bit, just the tiniest bit here, and then we can select this here and scale it a little bit here and bring it down. Just you see what we're trying to do? We're really just trying to align these guys. And then let's go into solid view and see if we can line these up. Let's see if it worked. So let's click 1 and 2 and go face. Great job. Now let's go up here. Go face, 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 face. Let's sculpt it out. All right, let's kick over into sculpt mode and increase our geometry here, 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 here. Okay, and then let's go into smooth and smooth this out. See, let's just smooth it out. If it's a little wonky, that's fine. Hey, it's okay. Let's smooth it out. Okay, this is what, guys, this is what sculpt mode is for, right? And then kick in the numpad 7 to see what's up with top view. And a little curvature. And so there's a little bend right there. We can fix that, no problem, when it comes time to rig, which it definitely will soon enough. Okay, so with that, we built out the hand, we built out the chest, the torso, the breast, the bum, the legs, the quad, everything. Solid base mesh. In the next one, we will keep building it out. We'll keep going with the base mesh, and we'll start to add a little more volume and a little more form, and really kind of make it look like a figure. But as far as a base mesh, which is just the simple geometry structure of the shape, great job. So if you made it this far, outstanding. If you didn't, let me know why in the comment section. But I hope you did, and I hope you've been able to follow everything we've been doing so far. And if you have questions, comments, requests for clarification about anything at all, put them in the notes, put them in the show notes. Okay, so again, base mesh is really coming along. To get the geometry, we referenced the Dico. We used the Dico model, the Dico template, which there should be a link to that in the description. And this hand reference again comes from Daniel Crowder. I don't know how to pronounce it, so keep going and check out both of those artists, and we'll see you in the next one.